All right, folks. This is session 19 of Sunbreach. We're gonna do a little recap from last we played, which we had some time in between. So to refresh your memories, you brought Vitame, Lady of the Deep, the ancient white dragon of Crystal Cove, back to life for true resurrection. Through this, basically trying to offer gratitude to this great gift that you bestowed onto her. She also gave you a gift, the boon of winter skin, immunity to cold temperatures. So not cold damage as a reminder, just cold temperatures. So in those instances with those con saves, you're immune.
Amazing.
Atlas took his oath, swearing his allegiance to the light, sworn to fight the evil that did this to Vitame. Not just that evil, but all evil that exists in the world. In this moment, with this newfound power, you all leveled up. So we are level 18 heroes. As Vitame accepted Atlas's oath and granted a gift to you all, bestowed to Atlas to hold a bell that would call her to your aid, and she would fight in battle alongside the 6 of you. Whether that is a blessing or a burden, it is up for Atlas to decide. After some personal time to yourselves, you all eventually came back to Drifthold. Roku decided to hold back in the Crystal Cove, projecting himself out into the Astral Sea to find, he wasn't really sure, but he wanted to find something. And he found a little rock gnome who has transcended to godhood. Tim.
Shout out for Tim.
Tim.
Oh, may she
R.I.P.
reign.
Tim.
May she reign. That's right.
Who basically gave Roku just a little piece of advice, which was to go with the flow, carry the burden that you have been, made to carry, and lean on those around you to help you carry it. A few of you kind of went out with your loved ones. Some other folks just basically went back to Drifthold. Pebble won the heart and love of the doorman at Mirage, who gave him so much money.
Oh yeah, Boris. Yeah.
Boris.
From a year's salary.
He was just over the moon. Eventually, you all did come back to Drifthold, back to Lord Indin's manor to rest for the night. Some of you with lovers, some of you alone. In those final moments before you do fall asleep or you fall into your trance, what are the thoughts that you take to bed with you? In those final moments before sleep takes you, before you kind of decide to enter into trance, what are the final thoughts that kind of bounce around in your head?
The weight of the promise that I made, the oath. I'm just like, alright, I'll make a list. Make my list. Start going through, like, reciting kind of names and things that I've heard of evils and check that one off, or, mysterious question my mental palace there. Yeah.
I'd say Astoria is thinking, I can't believe that actually worked. And we brought back a fucking legendary white dragon. And also, she's like, I'm trying so hard to be friends with Anara. I don't understand why. I'm likable, right?
Totally.
Spent.
Not even listening.
Yeah, I am.
Cedar's thoughts are of the Autumn Court, of Lady Gwilena, Aspen, what's going on there. Thinking about the coven, where Hemlock might be. Pondering that by the fireplace.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's kind of like manipulating it, trying to make the visions in his mind in the flames. He's making
perfect.
Gilly's face, Aspen's face. and then like a whole map of like the continent, trying to like figure out where Hemlock might be. And he's just slowly drifting into the trance.
Okay. Cool.
I'd be kind of like worried about the rumors of frost giants traveling with these orcs. I'm like, frost giants have been on like a rocky path before. I'm worried that they're turning back to their old ways. I feel like they had gotten so far with like relations with the Winter Court, and I'm worried that this means that they've escaped.
Regressed.
And marching with the orcs towards Driftwold, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sounds bad. Not great. Was it just one or multiple that was rumored?
According to Hildegard's account, it was just the one.
Okay.
Traveling with a group of 15 to 20 orcs.
Also a small one.
A rather small.
It could be a vanguard for
movement.
communication. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about.
Bubbins is trying not to think. He's trying to have that space that he is good at finding, usually. But the last few years have been difficult, and he's trying to find that clarity and that clear, empty mind where his body and his mind can be filled with those joys and have room for others.
He's of two minds as he goes, thinking back of his awe-inspiring audience with death as he brought back Hitame. And seeing as he was in the ethereal, someone in the group seeing what he is seeing, reacting to something that shouldn't be reacted to. And then his mind drifts to not wanting to give false hope again as he read over the spell of Gate, another high-level spell to possibly find Titus, but failing before, looking for him in Tributary, failing looking for him in the Astral Sea. He doesn't want to bring it up in fear of giving that false hope again.
Right, and because you spent the last part of your night basically poring over a recorded history and record of, I guess it's the same thing, but record of Gate being used to pull people in. And even enemies, but also comrades. Pulling an enemy away from their base and just killing them right there and then, for both light and dark. You have seen the evidence that it can work. And if I could play devil's advocate within Fenris's head as he's kind of ruminating on this, he did just succeed earlier today. Successfully casting that high level of magic. And we've asked Fenris, would he have casted something like that before? And you said no. Maybe those are the final thoughts going through his mind where he says, I've failed, but today was a success.
He finds a bit of warmth in that thought. And kind of, it pushes a little bit of that negative thinking out. But equally pushing back against that warm thought was how he seen Atlas act when it failed to find him in the Astral Sea. When the possibility that he might be a nightmare. Like, if he said that he might be able to pull him back again and fail, would it push Atlas off the edge again?
Okay. So as you kind of all settle in for the evening, for the night, Fenris, if you could, for me during your slumber. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Remember, you're not awful at those.
I'm not awful at those.
I'm not awful at these.
Yeah, these are actually
I'm actually
the
probably.
best at
Is this is this against spell or magical effect?
Believe it or not,
Okay, so I think
A spell?
spell or magical effect.
By a little more books, man.
Call that off.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Same.
25.
Okay.
25's pretty easy.
It's not bad.
All right.
Don't need that.
It's a spell.
So the next morning comes.
Oh.
Fenris. As you wake the next morning, what do you do in these moments as you kind of get yourself cleaned up, perhaps ready for the day?
I head downstairs and start preparing Hero's Feast.
Okay.
The idea that we might be getting into something today. So I'm just kind of walking around this long table, kind of just casting the spell casually.
Even before, even before you get there, as you begin to exit your room, it's quiet in the manor, as you notice that the rest of the doors in the hallway are shut. It's quite early as you wake. As you walk down the expansive hallway, you feel like that deep blue navy runner carpet under your feet. There's blue and silver filigree wallpaper around you. Lit sconces line the hall as you make your way towards the main room where you know that you can go and cast this spell, basically, where there will be a table waiting for you. As you enter the main entrance of the manor, as a reminder to everyone, if you were to enter this mansion essentially through the front door, you would see like a big grand entrance, 2 large curved staircases that lead upward, and there's a large set of doors at the center. There are 2 hallways that then run off of this area, off the second floor, and there are 2 hallways on the first floor as well that run in the same direction as the ones on the second floor. As you walk down one of these hallways, Fenris, on the second floor, there's a railing, basically, that separates you from the floor below. As you enter that main entrance, you see below you Lady Inara speaking to Molly, one of the manor's servants.
I kind of just keep walking down
Towards the room?
towards the room.
Sure. As you kind of make your way further into the entrance, it's then you can see both of their heads turn towards behind. Well, Inara's is behind her, but Molly just moves her eyes towards you. As they then both look at each other, and you see Inara softly smile and kind of nod her head, and Molly does the same as Molly then goes down the hallway that leads towards the kitchen. As Inara begins to make her way up, do you enter the room?
I'm surprised you're in any type of fashion to be up in this early.
You referred to yesterday. Last night, in fact.
Earlier this morning, I guess.
Yes. I apologize for my behavior yesterday. I will do the same to the rest of your party when they arrive. After you? Kind of opens the door for you, lets you into the room.
I step through.
Sure. Do you begin casting the spell? Okay, perfect. As you're kind of doing this, you see that there's a long table again in front of you, a long runner on that table. There are a few cloches, that's the word I was looking for, already on the table. Some candlelight, things that would normally be there during like a mealtime, basically. As you begin to cast your spell kind of around these pieces, you can clearly identify which meals or which food pieces you have prepared versus the ones that are already on the table. They kind of glow, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
A little more not, like, what's his name that owns this place?
Lord Imden.
His tastes are probably a little more fancier than Fenris's. So Fenris's plates are more, like the plates that Fenris puts down are very small home.
Functioning. Functional.
Yeah.
Functional plates.
Steins, not glasses.
Right. Cute.
What's that?
Cute. Clearly identified.
Would you be joining us for breakfast?
Yes, I will. Thank you. She sits down, kind of waits for a moment. It's quite early.
I've always been the type of person to pack in early and wake up early.
I understand that.
I've actually been meaning to. This sounds brash, but isolate you for a conversation.
She kind of looks to her left, looks to her right. Well, I am isolated.
Do you know who I am?
Fenris Oroncho, commander of the, or should I say, former commander of the Darkwatch Alliance.
Oh, you are very well known.
Informed.
So, you're aware of one of my secrets. I believe I am now in possession of one of yours. As I start kind of circling the table, casting the spell, as I walk through, things just kind of popping into existence. When I was in the cast of bringing Hatame back, I seen what you saw. I seen your reaction to something that nobody else seen was there.
And what was that?
Death.
What about her?
You've seen her plain as day.
And?
I'm just curious on how.
She kind of begins to quietly, serve herself, picking items. Roll me an insight check. She begins to pick up a few things, pour her own tea.
18.
Okay. You can tell that she is purposefully going slowly. I'm sorry. That took so long, I forgot your question.
Ooh! How were you able to see?
Yes, my sight. You are blessed, correct? In what ways, Fenris Oroncho?
I've able to protect, heal, see some things. So is that what we're talking about? Being able to see into the ethereal?
You are blessed in another way. You are ageless, are you not?
Sometimes it doesn't feel that way, but yes.
A soft chuckle. I too have been blessed by another with a gift. So she asks about your agelessness, and she then says, "You are blessed with this. I am blessed in a similar way. You cannot die, and I see everything."
Asked and answered then.
Sorry, I didn't actually hear.
Asked and answered. There's something else that I wished a little more personal than that.
Her fork and knife halt on top of her food as her eyes or cast it down on what she's like about to write.
How much has Atlas told you about his father?
But he believes he's still alive.
As do I. I've seen... Has he told you we made a trip to the Astral Sea, possibly to find him?
That might have come up, but
You might have slipped in.
yeah.
It might have come up.
Might have.
Well,
Something in passing.
upon returning, failing, his demeanor a little more aggressive, a little more war heavy. I have another possible way of finding Titus, but I don't wish to give him false hope again. It might push him over an edge.
He is his own person, is he not?
Yes, but he...
Are you his father?
No, but Titus was a great friend of mine.
I do it for you. Atlas is a big boy. He can make his own decisions.
Sometimes his decisions are what worry
Roll
me.
well on Constitution.
How big?
Roll well. I remember that.
Sometimes his decisions worry me.
We have that in common in this Oronto.
Good talk. Enjoy. As I finish casting the spell.
Do I make you uncomfortable?
No, not much makes me uncomfortable. I'm not sociable, to put it mildly. Traveling with some as young as Atlas and Astoria has pushed me out of a comfort zone. But it's not an unwelcome change.
Lean into that. And this Oronto.
I sit down and start putting stuff on my own plate.
I imagine the next few moments in this room have a very heavy air. No words are being shared. You can say if Fenris does or not, Anara keeps quiet from this moment on.
Fenris feels like he said what he needs to say. He's not a small talker.
Great. Neither is she.
Just to like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just hear the kind of clacking of cutlery against plate.
Fenris doesn't feel that it's awkward.
he's loving it. He's like, this is
You know
great.
what?
A peaceful meal. Hell yes.
Fenris was like, thank God nobody's
No.
talking right
Yeah.
now.
I was gonna say, in fact, you almost sense that air kind of fall out of the room as you both kind of just sit in that silence as it becomes peaceful. Roll me an insight check.
Ooh, not good. 8.
That is exactly how it feels to you.
Peaceful.
Line defense.
All right, so as folks begin to wake up, Pebble, you kind of get ready for the day. Do you do anything special in the morning?
Just my usual little workout routine, you know.
Yeah, I knock on your door. in
I take the
morning.
heaviest thing in the room, which is probably the bed, and I'm just like on the ground, just pressing it.
The bed is. You can hear the floor.
I'll say, I'll knock on the door and kind of enter without hearing an answer.
Um,
I believe
199.
As you like,
oh, come on, jump on this bed.
yes, I believe
We can talk while I'm working out. That's fine.
Okay, I'll do a cool backflip on the bed.
Just monkeying around on the
And you
bed.
just like sit cross-legged as soon as you get up.
I believed it would be a good day to do our morning exercises.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. I'm already at 437, 438. You know what? This isn't heavy enough. We need to find something heavier.
I'm not very heavy.
What about the palisade?
Yes.
That'll work.
What is that?
It's like the big gate at the front. It's like the heaviest thing I've seen around here.
Just squatting the fucking palisade.
Agreed.
Actually, I think I saw a stone shed that doesn't have a foundation. Maybe I can pick that up.
The gate.
Oh, I did the gate.
Some exercise might be good before a day of unknown certainties.
The guard is called. Someone's assaulting the gates!
He's lowering it and raising it. What is he doing over there?
Yeah, we'll get our morning workout in.
Yeah.
Mine looks very different than that. Just doing patterns.
You don't want to lift the gate with me?
No.
You just said you can lift 400 and some odd pounds.
That gate is thousands of pounds.
You're right.
You're both standing outside.
And you're like,
Doing curls.
you're gonna wear out the gears!
There's like guards like on top, like trying to like keep it, like trying to add resistance to it.
Stop it!
One big thing is just like,
Cedar?
oh, good God.
I should have worn these pants.
I like to imagine he like fell asleep in like a big chair beside the fire, so it's like his back's all kind of fucked up.
Oh, not again.
Old man.
And he's just gonna make his way out, try to find some coffee or some food.
To the main hall, yeah. Astoria?
I would say she is like kind of like curled up against like Kieran's chest, just kind of like drawing like little circles or whatever on him, you know. And then
I rolled for bad morning breath and you rolled really well.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should roll too. But yeah, she hears the stomach growl and is like, oh, sounds like we should both get up and get some breakfast. Maybe a shower first, because we both smell like alcohol.
Alright, so the two of you can get cleaned up and make your way down to the main hall for breakfast. Are you rolling for bad breath?
Yeah, what would that be, con or?
Oh, no, I just
General
what'd you roll?
General roll.
Oh, so you rolled okay, pretty well.
That's not
Good,
bad.
not great.
I mean,
Good, not great.
You
I've
still
smelled worse.
smell a whiff of alcohol on it.
Yeah.
Final tinge of
Goldschlager.
Fjordschlager. Spiciness to it.
I gave the material world's name to it.
Alice, you wake up to an empty bed.
Usual.
You're a starfish.
Curl the toes.
Yeah. Curl the toes, do a little stretch.
Well, angel in the bed.
Yeah. And then I'm sure Arcadian's curled up by the fire in the room. We'll wake up, we'll kind of give him our little, we have a little wrestle kind of thing in the morning. Little scratch. Same with the dog, yeah, basically.
Yeah, totally.
Little scratch and wrestle.
Yeah, totally.
Then I'll straighten myself out and be like, General Atlas again, and calm down.
Don
get
your
myself,
armor and
don my
stuff?
armor and
Yeah.
get down the
You
stairs.
get them all fired up, and then you're like, okay, now be good.
And I'll be good. He's like, don't make any noise.
Don't rattle it.
It's got the zoomies now. And just
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
As soon as you close the door, you hear the like.
All over the bed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Arcadian will come down to the dinner and he'll have the breakfast and have his other hearth, from one hearth to another
Yeah.
hearth.
Yep. Totally. Yeah. He'll
Throw
accompany
him
you.
some big old turkey legs.
He'll zoomie his way downstairs.
Yeah.
Can Arcadian talk?
Yes.
I've spoken as Arcadian
Like
before.
in common or just Draconic?
Just draconic. So you could understand him. You could speak with him. Yeah.
Well, not really. You can't speak the
I
language.
can understand him, and he can understand me, then we can communicate.
Can he understand you?
That's true. These monkeys so good.
I like you, monkey man.
Have you taught him common?
No, he does not know common.
Okay, so you can't talk to him.
So you
No, but
one
he
by
has
one.
monkways things.
I can understand him, but
Yeah.
What's his intelligence?
I'm looking for that right now.
Oh, because
At least
potential.
like a common intelligence.
A little less. 8.
That's I've got
We
9,
are-
so yeah, we're one of the same blood. You got 20 marks less on the the
We
FATs.
can have full conversations. You don't even know.
Ooh, Feywild something. I'm trying to think of the name.
Very aptitude test.
Very aptitude test, FATs.
I'd say eventually we'll be done our workout.
I was gonna say, you guys make your way to the main hall.
Yeah, we want anyone
like
heroes
owls and
feast.
hair fire.
Or FAEs.
Story of braids and hairs. Her and
Yeah,
Karen walk down.
I like the fairy aptitude exams.
You get matching.
That's so
Fae.
perfect. The Fae.
What did you remember the phase?
You get the Faes.
It's like owls from Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys okay? Making your way there? Yeah. So everyone, one by one, begins to kind of make their way into the main hall where Fenris and Inara both sit silently.
Sorry, I have to just call in like really quick.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a fire in the maple right now.
So maybe that's what we heard.
That's exactly
Oh, it's totally
That's
what we
maple.
heard.
Oh,
Well,
I don't
just come
speak
over.
French client.
Yeah, she hang out.
Chicken hang.
Parlez-vous français?
What's for breakfast?
Whatever you want.
So
So in that in that moment, as you maybe
In the travels, Fenris
Yes.
probably knows what everybody
Call them?
enjoys.
Beautiful banana.
I mean, if I'm
You know
15
somebody
feet tall,
calls.
I feel like I can take a whole chicken and pop it in my mouth.
Yeah, you can eat it like
whole.
popcorn chickens.
Yes.
They squeak when you eat them.
That's their bones cracking.
They're cooked.
Oh, they're cooked. Sorry, I thought you were eating like raw.
I'm just
That's
gonna.
not a
That's
mock.
salmonella.
Live chickens.
I never said live chickens. I said whole rotisserie
Very
chicken.
cartoon.
Well, that's happening.
Oh, it's a whole pile of rotisserie
Yeah, go
chicken.
I have a giant. I do eat bones.
Yeah, you crush their bones to make your
Equivalent of a giant. I was raised by giants.
Boy, Jack.
Bone bread is one of the delicacies.
all right. So back from our break, and so everyone has now made their way
Yes.
to the main hall where breakfast is being served. You said what's being served for breakfast? Maybe Pebble, you can kind of say that out loud. And in that moment, Molly walks in with a tray with a teapot and some cups on it. Oh, good morning! I have some new tea. She'll kind of come over to the teapot that's already on the table, switch it out. Can I get anyone a glass?
Yes, please.
I would love some tea.
Kind of starts passing them out. Any special requests for breakfast today?
9 chickens, please.
I think we have a nice spread in front of us.
Oh, well, I see. Anything you want. Anything you want. I will.
9 chickens.
Yesterday, you told Molly that you wanted.
All the gold. There was a $25,000.
That's what it was. You continue to give her these impossible tasks.
You can go now.
So
Yeah.
9 chickens is reasonable,
They're
right?
on
More reasonable than 25,000 gold by lunch.
Dismissed.
Fucking get it, Molly.
Thanks, Wally.
She kind of begins to shuffle her way out.
Is she like very, very professional and then it's like
Yeah, totally. Yeah, as soon as she hits the frame, it's like
He wants chickens! He wants 9 fucking chickens!
Yelling to the
you hear her the stairs is just like
Taking a panic attack in the back.
Runs into the walk-in.
Wait, 9 chickens!
wake up the other 3 chefs.
We gotta start talking to chickens.
I'll start helping myself to
The smorgasbord of
Yeah,
things.
smorgasbord. I'm just kind of piling stuff on my
Yeah,
plate.
things from Hero's Feast, maybe not a little bit of both. I feel like
Yeah.
is there a part of a story that's eating the refined food because that's who she is, and then the Hero's Feast because it's gonna give you power?
Yes.
The Hero's Feast also, or was it, cures all diseases and poisons, so if anybody's hungover, it will take away that.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, and everybody gets an extra 16 HP.
Now, speaking of, roll me
16.
insight, Fenris.
Temp or max?
Max.
Yeah.
Insert. That's gonna be a 19.
149.
For a 19,
Next speech.
As you kind of say that out loud, maybe you kind of like you're telling everyone the effects of the food that they're about to eat. You know, oh, by the way, Inara was not hungover this morning. She did not give you the impression that she was, at least. It was very clear that her demeanor was.
Fenrir's probably looking with his plan to talk to her last night, but when she came back, his plan was originally to cast Lesser Restoration on her to talk to her. So he's putting it together that she might have done that to herself in the morning. Come sit. Some great company.
I love the spread, and I'll be keeping my eyes for the best looking banana.
Sure, it's
not
here.
what I really wanted.
Thank you, Fenders.
Well, we don't know what's going to be facing us today.
That's fair.
We should try diplomacy first.
How far out are they again?
Pretty far out, man.
Oh, you dog.
At this
I don't think I've
point,
ever heard you make a joke before. Am I losing my mind?
Who are you?
Make a joke?
I'm still
Doppelganger! Doppelganger!
I'm still dreaming.
Shapeshifter! That's not my Fenris son. I draw my sword.
It was a triumphant day yesterday, and I believe all spirits are high.
Would it be wise to go out and meet this vanguard before they reach Drifthold?
Yes,
I believe so.
I think so.
Have a bit of a parlay with them.
We can all fly there, right?
I will ride, certainly you.
Yes, you always ride me, baby.
I'll toss a nice dino leg over to Arcadia.
Whatever. Beast.
Molly.
Beast.
Sorry, no, leg as well.
A manticore. Have you ever heard of a manticore?
Roasted manticore with a nice hint of rosemary.
Just the face.
3-tail soup.
3-tail soup.
I had an interesting thing happen yesterday.
We got rid of
And
You mean the dragon?
after I stayed a moment, and I spoke with a Tim. She said she was a god.
Spoke with a god.
When I was searching in the astral sea for something, I'm not good at searching for things, and I'm realizing that perhaps I am better suited for other tasks. We had a nice chat, though, and she took me to a lovely place. Have you all heard of this Tim?
Yeah, I would like to roll for that.
Sure, everyone can roll your religion.
Roll for Tim.
As you're all trying to contemplate, Inara kind of like lifts her eyes for a moment as from her plate and nods her head at you.
There's a 19 on the religion.
18.
20.
So 7.
You're good. 5 and 7, unfortunately. But the rest of you, however, immediately recognize the name of Tim. Tim was part of the group of individuals dubbed the Heartborn, who traveled to the heart of Mora to restore the magical weave. You definitely would have heard about this restoration. The material plane, at least, is in that age of restoration. You would know, the Feywild would have felt the effects of that. The weave is broken, not just for the material plane, the weave is broken in Mora. That would affect all planes of existence. And so you would have felt the effects of the broken age, even within the Feywild. So the last few hundred years in the Feywild have been in abundance of magic, arcane energy. And Tim is partly to thank for that.
This is the second of these upstart gods that we've come.
That's right.
What was the first one?
The Lucian that we've seen in the message with Atame.
The dragon.
Yes.
He was
One of the dancing ones. Yeah.
Dancing dragon.
He was a mage of the material plane, I believe.
You know, some-
Man of legend. They're like, yeah, that guy. I'm like, he's my hero.
You're the one that danced.
The dancing. You did all the dancing.
I don't care for him much.
Well, it seems that
Why don't you have
Bite
her?
my tongue.
Just because.
To give him shit.
I love it.
Just seething over here.
You feel like a pat on your leg.
Yes. Yes, very good.
that is astounding
Right.
to hear.
So you saw Tim.
We spoke for many hours, and much of that was through silence, as I was
I know that
reminded
feeling.
deeply.
She's like,
I was reminded of my place, and I would like to extend a small apology to all of you, and especially you, Renan, for being so brash the other day.
I'll give her
It
a
is
little
not
pat
my
on the back.
intention. I, for a long time, had thought myself in control of my emotions, and I, of late, let them get the better of me. I promise you that will not happen again.
It's only natural.
For some.
I too would like to take the opportunity to apologize to you all for my actions yesterday. I was out of line, out of place, and I am sorry.
Why are you out of line?
Yesterday was so long ago.
It really was.
It was quite the day.
Feels like I've lived 1,000 lifetimes since then.
The story is not apologizing for getting
Not grinding on the desk.
Oh my god, Dylan, that will not be that will always be the funniest thing. It's like ding ding ding. And that was so funny. I think I was crying by
Here's
the end.
another banger.
The story's like, this is my song!
Oh my god, I love him.
song so much.
So
Oh,
funny.
you couple so good. Ding, 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 ding.
So funny.
Sorry,
They
like-
are shooting.
Her cheeks get a little like flushed, but she refuses to apologize.
For
Getting down and dirty on the dance floor.
oh, okay. Anara thinks at your mention of yesterday being so long ago, she kind of laughs a little bit. If only that were true.
We're all a little heightened in our senses and our emotions, so it's alright. And I apologize for how I acted so rashly as well.
Anyone else?
Anyways,
Any other
mimosas.
sorries?
I
Yeah,
believe
sorry.
congratulations are in order for our group. For that
Indeed.
was quite a successful trip to the ice lake, I do believe.
it was nice to have a win again.
Certainly was.
Very well said.
Feels good.
I also would like to personally thank each and every one of you for trusting me and following me on this trip. I appreciate it. It wasn't the answers that we wanted. You're welcome.
Why is it so emotional?
Well,
Was a good talk.
it was a good talk.
So
Right.
where do we go from here?
Two orcs.
Right, let's.
Business of today.
As you kind of say to everyone, thanks for trusting me and believing in me, because you had led them there. You feel this like cold kind of from your side, basically, where Inara sits. As she did not do those things.
I kind of feel it and look into her eyes and be like, it's okay. So I understand. Not you, dear. Not you. You're fine.
Oh, not you, yeah.
Not you, dear. You're fine.
Everybody else
Yeah.
except for you.
Yeah, you're good.
Except
You're
for
perfect
you.
and amazing. You're fine. But you're hot. It's fine. I'm
Yeah, she is.
But
she,
I
she
understand
is
she was
hot.
like,
I was gonna.
she was worried also though. That was it. I was worried there. At least.
You can roll me insight. I was gonna say, even actually, Fenris, that was a good note. Honestly, I was gonna say you are a married man, but even throughout that entire conversation, you feel captivated by that woman sitting across from you.
God damn. Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman.
24.
I got you to roll insight on whether when you
Finally, a good enough roll.
No, finally.
when you kind of you give her that moment where it's like, not you.
Yeah.
I know that you basically have this thought in your head. I know that she was only doing it because she was worried for me. There is that shred of doubt that was not all.
Pass. And, yes. To today's business.
I, for one, look forward to getting out of the cold. So let's finish this up so we can go home.
It seems I do not mind it, actually, after our blessing the other day. I have grown quite accustomed to the feel of the snow upon my fur.
I've grown quite accustomed to this outfit and this hair.
You hear just an
Yeah, of
off in the
course,
distance. I got it!
I'm
Through the windows.
Yeah.
I'm starting to grow accustomed to not sleeping in my bed, and that's not what I want.
Yeah, I sure do miss mine too.
Oh, now, Fenris.
Sorry up with this business then.
Yes.
Do we have any inkling as how are we going to approach?
Head on and ask to parley, I guess. Maybe Pebble will be the one to do the talking.
Can anyone speak Orcish?
No. You speak ogre.
You can understand it, but
I can understand everyone.
Giant.
that might be a problem.
But if we cannot communicate to them with a language that they understand, we may be in trouble. They're not a giant with them.
Yes, I speak giant.
We should be fine.
They speak giant. I would assume that they've made parley with that giant as well. I would assume
Unless
they
the
speak
giant speaks orc.
And not a giant.
And we will cross that bridge if we come to it.
Giant speaks giant, so we see.
Yeah, you got that.
And we all speak common, so.
I'll speak common.
Prepared somehow, I do not know, but
Right.
look at Cedar and Fenris.
I think that's why we
all the
meet
other
them.
casters.
We should meet them outside of the city, so that if anything does happen,
So it's
Doesn't
not
get
in the
dragged in.
crossfire.
Agreed. It would be better to deal with this before it comes to the gates.
You recall that Hildegard did tell you that yesterday they were about 3.5 days away from the western entrance of Drifthold. If they are traveling at the same pace, you can only determine that they would be 2.5 days away at this point.
As the orc travels, they're 2.5 days away.
Oh, fuck off.
Should we go and...
So you guys also all took
I think
note of the Hero's Feast benefits?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Fenris.
How much health was it extra?
16
HP.
I rolled double 8.
So what are all the benefits again? I know I
Cure
got
disease.
Cure disease and poison.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
You become immune to poison and being frightened. You make
She's like,
you make all wisdom saving throws with advantage,
Very agree.
and your HP maximum increases
3 sips ago.
uh,
this is a
by
non-alcoholic.
16 and gain
probably
not much.
Okay.
Oh, it's not 10 HP, it's
Yeah,
actual
it's-
HP.
yeah.
max.
Yeah. So for the next 24 hours, immune to poison and being frightened. Advantage on wisdom saving throws,
Dope.
and HP is up 16.
Advantage
Wow.
on wisdom saves. Okay.
Okay.
Heroes. Should be a condition that just allows you to be like, I'm under Heroes Feast.
Just a big
oh, that would be nice,
That would
actually.
be super nice.
How much type HP did you get? Or how much HP did you
Yeah,
get?
exactly. Come on, D&D Beyond, get with it.
Yeah, you try to force so much other shit on
They
me.
probably have it, but you probably have to pay extra for it.
Well, I'm paying extra already. It's not.
You
But you need to pay extra for it.
Yes,
the
no
off the
problem.
menu one.
Yeah.
I see.
Keep your menu.
The McGangbang of
Gangbang of
D&D Beyond.
Alright, advantage.
I'd like to purchase the McGangbang, please.
I tell people they can either order it properly or not order it at all.
On will saves, and then there's immune to frighten.
Yeah. Oh, like
And immune to poison.
I should make
What did I
little
put? Immune
Heroes
to
Feast
poison
cards
and
for you all.
poison.
Poison.
You know what I mean?
Immune to poison, immune to being frightened.
immune to whiz saves, advantage on poison, I got it.
That's easy.
Totally.
I gotta know.
Thank you.
We good.
Beautiful.
ride first.
Alright, so how do we move 2 days away in less time than that?
Fly?
We fly fast.
Fastest horses in
You could
land. And galloping at a full ride pace.
Are Kieran and Anara coming, or
You have a
are they
dragon.
back?
I do. I mean, you guys could dragon.
You guys get dragons.
You guys get horses, and I'll get my dragon.
Are there any means of transportation within the city that we could rent instead that would be faster?
The only thing that you can really rent are means of transportation, not horses, but rather wolves and sleds.
Sick.
Would that be faster than flying? Probably not.
No, I feel like that's probably the same speed as what they're going.
Well, then I think we should take air pebble.
Air pebble.
Air rock.
As long as you won't get tired.
I could be exhausted a bit, that's fine.
I mean, I believe there's only
He's down for it.
I believe there's only 2 of us that can't particularly fly, isn't it?
One of them, he has a dragon.
I can fly. I can
He
watch
can.
it.
I was gonna say he can change. You have your wings. He has a dragon.
I can.
He can fly,
With
and it's
Pebble.
just me and Roku.
You could just also someone you can ride with the
Don't you
dragon.
have a broom? Doesn't somebody have a broom?
No, Rox has that.
That's in the shop.
Oh.
That's in the shop.
Broom's in the shop.
It is.
ready by now.
It's been 4 days.
I'll just take out my rock. Hello, rocks. I don't think it works.
She's not in the
Not part of the plan.
my 8.
I was not sure.
My 6.
Perhaps we can add her as a contact.
And he's text her.
Only evenings and weekends.
Who's gonna get knocked out of the top 6 then?
Oh.
It's not me, right?
No, you
I know I really wouldn't mind. This thing kind of pisses me off.
Do me a favor, lose my number.
I've been using
those
Facebook,
27
so-
calls were on accident.
I live for Facebook.
Alright, can I carry 2 people, or can
So,
dragon carry 2
yeah, as you say, do you ask them that question?
people? Dragon can
Yeah.
carry 2
Yeah. In that moment, actually, you see in front of Inara this, magic begin to just, form in front of her face. As you see this sparkles begin to kind of come
So great.
It's a pebble.
It's sparkles.
Don't worry. It's a sparkle.
Magical.
Good job.
begin to materialize to create a flower in front of her that you literally watch go through the process of bud to opening to bloom, full bloom, this bright yellow rose that materializes in front of her as she kind of grabs the rose.
Ready.
A summons. Spring court calls.
Right.
I bid you adieu.
Say hi.
I'm French
from
now.
us.
I am.
Until next
In that way.
Sorry.
Never say
Butcher,
that.
I won't. I
Hey,
hated
please
it.
stop.
As it came off my lips, I hated
She
it.
kind of waves the rose at you and let me know how it goes. She'll just grab your shoulder and
Yeah.
just basically walk out of the room at that point. And Kieran looks at his imaginary watch that doesn't exist because
Watches.
watches.
The sundial.
Yeah.
He has a
It's
little sundial.
always day.
It's half a puckle.
Kinda leans into you and he's like, no, I really should be getting back.
Right.
That's fair.
Oh, I was talking to Sure, yeah.
Oh,
I really should be getting back.
yes, you should. I'm ordering you to go back. Yes. Please, man.
He leans into her and Atlas is like, yeah, totally.
I'm used to having our bro moments, and I'm like,
look at him
no,
like,
no.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really close to my face right now.
Get back to work.
All right.
As he, when you take that commanding, he's like,
Just go on.
I give him a kiss goodbye and
yeah, hard on the lips and pat on the butt.
Don't be too hard on my period. But
Squire's fine.
Yeah.
Walks off.
perfect.
I smack his butt before he walks out too.
Oh, jeez, okay.
I was about to.
I'm just out of the way. I'm like,
You both hit his butt at the same time.
yeah, we're both
And then
like,
you you hold hands.
Oh, this is awkward.
This is awkward.
He's not sure who his ass he belongs to.
It don't matter to him. He's fine.
Is that what they call it? Polymorphy?
Polymorph.
I believe so.
It's one of them newfangled
And if
things.
you
Fangled
use it at a high enough ability, you can transform into another creature.
What's in this coffee?
You transform into a beast with 2
Oh,
backs.
that's coffee at Matt's house. It's got lots of liquor in it.
Holy shit, that's
That's how we
funny.
brew it.
It's actually just White Claw.
Ah.
It's coffee. Alright, is everybody fed?
Yeah.
Good and prepped. Go. You have all your belongings.
Alright.
Backpacks.
Backpacks, yes.
Saddlebags.
Oh, don't worry, I got those. I'm joking.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh my.
Sling my arm like around your ear like a
Shoulder blade.
An armrest?
an armrest. Yeah.
Your entire ear is an armrest?
I'm ready.
You're talking right into my
Right into your ear.
Yep, so definitely you can always carry one. Atlas and Fenris can go together on, I almost said Hyperion.
You
Squires.
grab on behind.
No, there's enough
Motorcycle style?
There's enough Arcadian to go around.
double saddle.
If anything, you have like your hammer in front.
Yeah.
Here's holding both ends of the hammer,
Yeah.
digging into your
There's
stomach.
like slats.
There's slots.
Or his like
spikes.
couple
like,
yeah, spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spikes.
And Cedar and Astoria, you're fine. And Cedar?
He's gonna transform into an eagle.
Oh, it's
Fly like an eagle.
Giant eagle.
yeah, true.
Giant eagle.
A giant eagle. How big is a giant eagle? Is it giant?
It's
Large.
eagle.
It's
Large.
huge.
An eagle that's
Large or
giant.
huge?
Large eagle.
Large eagle.
Big burb.
It is large. It is large. How big is
Arcadian's large.
Arcadian's large? Okay, so
Yeah.
you are as big as this dragon.
Yeah.
Shit.
Arcadian's like, lunch.
Yeah. Or like, hey, little feather lady.
Little feather lady.
You better watch those feathers.
Shake it, take a fence.
Okay, so you're all gearing yourselves up for the travel out. Are you kind of, do you do this at a gate or are you?
In the hall.
And
It's like the scene from Bug's Life when the grasshoppers fly out of the tavern. That's
Let's ride!
Windows smash. Everywhere you're just smashing windows and not giving it.
That's okay. You know mending, right?
You guys will need a shield to come after you. Like basically,
Yeah,
to clean up your
Yeah.
fur. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
securing my hair
Molly
into like
walks
a
in.
cornet.
I brought the
That was exactly what I was just about to say. That you guys go through the window and she comes in. I brought the chicken.
All the
Oh shit! She just drops the whole plate like on the ground.
It's like high on the dishcloth of the table. It just goes. Just gets yanked out of the floor.
And then
It's like a ball in your shoe.
after the hour, all the stuff that Fenris made just disappears.
Disappears, gone.
Anyway. He left. The beast is gone.
Who wants chicken?
Not me, it's
I
on the
love
floor now.
my chicken.
Slow chicken now. Alright, folks, so you are headed basically just
Due
due
west.
west.
Zooming
Yeah.
in.
full day of travel.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I am going to get you to make me Constitution saving throws, as you actually the cold weather doesn't affect you,
That's right, baby.
Go.
but you will have to make them for traveling for so long with no stops? Question mark?
Survival,
Will
did you
those
say?
of us
I'd say-
riding have to?
No, those of you who are riding will not have to. So Arcadian's going to have to. Pebble, Astoria, and Cedar
Guidance on
on Arcadian to
Yeah.
make him through. Cool.
Nice one.
I like the idea where it's only 1 minute, right? So maybe you're literally just like, your hands are on him the whole
Yeah.
time, and as they are, that guidance is just imbued into him, like literally for the entire trip.
You guys both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Nat 20, 33.
13.
Rare to go.
with the D4.
With the D4.
The angel wings out.
I
Yeah.
don't. One thing I don't like.
Now, this is a cool image.
It doesn't scale very well.
Us
later
flying
levels.
through
It's not.
the cold.
Doesn't beef up.
like snow kind of blowing.
It's a shame. That's cool.
Okay,
I'm riding Pablo as usual.
so how many hours are in a day? Sorry, I have to do this math.
24.
Yes. Okay, so you travel for 8 hours. You're fine for the first 8 hours.
Okay.
You can travel at that pace that you are traveling at. It concentrated a bit faster than normal pace. But yes, I agree. The image of the 6 of you flying through the air in the winter court, no less, I think is really fascinating. It's white and very soft blues for literally as far as the eye can see. Even Drifthold is really hidden within, encased within this like massive just snow. You can barely see it unless you are on the ground. The only color in this world right now is 6 of you, 7 of you if you include Arcadian Magician. As you kind of, the wind is like smacking against your face. Even the ones who are still riding, you can feel it against your face, but as it does, there's no accompanying cold that hits you. It's just the wind. You can feel even like the snow pellets hitting your face and immediately melting as that cold is just washed away. I feel like you want to say something.
I'll be trying to look out ahead to see if we can see sight of this small-ass group of
Okay, so
as we're flying, I guess.
Yeah. Are we continuing after this 8-hour trek?
this is what I rolled the con saves for, so that's kind of my question is, are you going to stop after these 8 hours or are you going to continue on?
Let's try and do like a full day of travel.
Okay, so I'll need to burn another wild shape, but I just have this really cool fucking imagery in my head.
Yeah.
So like right before as it's ending, Cedar's gonna like fly up like super high, just like soaring eagle high.
Cool.
Do like a couple like spins, and as he like comes out of his wild shape, like just full like free fall, like big burst of flames, and he's like kind of like he's just kind of diving for a while.
Your like duster is flapping, it's flapping in the wind. Yeah. If your hat somehow miraculously is like still on your head,
Does
it does not move.
Yeah. And then like 30 feet before the ground, it's just like another eagle.
Another eagle as you just bamf into one and you soar right back up.
Yeah, another like ball of fire transform.
You gotta enjoy it when you can, you know? You gotta enjoy
That's cool.
Story, do you want to describe anything? It's just your wings.
They are
They're poofing.
wings. I mean, you can they're wings.
Definitely wings.
This would be the first time that you would really have ever traveled at a pace like
I
this.
stretched them.
Right, you're stretching your wings to their fullest.
I would say
right
like
now.
they are spread wide, kind of shimmering with like she has to like knock off the snow every now and
You
then.
like leave
That's
this
cool.
golden dust behind you.
Yeah,
as you
with like some
fly.
snow that's like just like
Sunlight.
Coming off of you, you see this sparkles
Mothra
that just kind of like fall off of her. You know, the wind, like a snowdrift even. As the wind comes and blows, so do those sparkles. You just see them go right off of you.
For her, she feels like it feels great to like let loose and just go
Be free.
like free.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Is there like a
No.
when Spider-Man he's like leaping through the buildings?
Yeah.
No.
Emma, how are you?
She's smiling to herself for sure, like kind of laughing, like
We're having fun.
This is fun.
There's a bit of fun. Roku, you're holding on, yeah.
Pebble's wings look like butterfly wings, but I feel like they'd flap at a higher rate. Hummingbird vibes?
Hummingbird, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit closer
They're
to that.
so huge.
If you slow down for a minute, we have like a little bullet time moment. You can actually see the pattern that the wings take, and it's still the same pattern of the butterfly wings.
Right.
If you've ever seen it before, it's kind of like a figure 8 thing.
You see, what are you laughing at? Terrorist bullet time?
Yeah.
It was a great. Everyone knew what he meant.
Anyway,
Alright.
yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah. No, it's super cool. No, absolutely. But like looking at it with a naked eye,
It just looks like a colorful blur.
right? Just looks like a colorful blur.
Yeah.
And Roku, how are you holding on to Bibble?
Yeah, just one arm on the ear, the other one on the shoulder, and just taking all the
Leg
wind
and
in the
tail
face.
flapping behind you.
One leg.
Yeah, just perched on like my little monkey feet, clinging onto the top of his kind of like neck muscle.
You know, it'd be more comfortable down here. You just like climb down onto my belly like a little baby monkey.
Bjorn.
Keep you warm.
Well,
I can picture your fur just being like.
I like mid-flight, I'll slither on down into the warmth of his breast, and just like, cling onto it, facing him, and like.
I do. I love the idea of your like fur getting poofed out. Like you know when someone's in a Corvette and they let their hair go. That's what's kind of happening to Roku's fur right now. It's kind of getting like
He's got like a nice
he's
little,
gotta
like,
come down and be like a little like the IKEA monkey.
He's in a snowsuit.
And our friends on the dragon.
Oh yeah. We'll.
It's not cold for him. I was gonna say he says like it's cold, but he also doesn't feel the cold anymore. He's also been granted the
Also
boon.
been granted the boon. That's right.
Yeah.
So we're Gucci. We're just doing the odd aerial little dash or little.
I can't handle that. Please don't.
I'll just barrel that like belly roll. All right, we'll go slow for you, the
Ground,
old man.
please.
Fenris.
Ground, please.
Ground.
I need to get a
Bjorn?
kitty carrier. Yeah, a kitty carrier for.
a harness.
So you can just sit in front
I
of
kind
me.
of love
My legs
that.
are open.
But like when it's not on you, or if you're not wearing it all the time, it's just this like massive piece of fabric. Like it's just huge, right?
Big. It's a shirt.
Yeah, it's just like a really long, like one of those scarves that were popular probably.
He's got,
Alright, so
he's got a harness. Like
We are
flip
doing
into.
a. Yeah, that's exactly
You
what
get
you
buckled in.
Yeah.
Is that what you were laughing at? The monkey?
Yeah, I'm facing your chest though, and I just fall into a deep, not sleep,
Trance.
Meditative.
clutching into the
state.
warmth of your chest.
Okay, so you're trying to travel for a full 24 hours, is that right?
Yeah.
No breaks.
Let's
Okay,
try.
this is gonna be.
If anything, it'd be like quick little pit stops, but no
Well,
longer than like
yeah.
15.
No,
Well, he
we can just-
I can only go another 9 hours
Yeah.
at
Okay.
wild shape.
So
Okay.
we will go
Let's
as
do that
far
and
as he
see
can
how we're
go.
doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can do a total of
18.
17 hours, right?
Yeah, it'll be 18 hours. 9 hours and 9 hours.
9 hours and hours. Okay. So 19 hours. So for your first 8 hours, you're fine, and then afterwards, you're traveling for an additional 11 hours, which, this is gonna suck, everyone. But I am gonna need 11 Constitution saving throws. So
10,
So-
11, 12.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So for the first one, who got below? You all rolled, right?
Yeah.
Who got below a 10?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Roll again.
Are you guidancing me all the time, or my boy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Because it's just the riders.
Yeah,
right?
so
It's just
I'm guidancing
Arcadian.
Arcadian, yeah.
So let's
Eagles
cock.
con.
It's a 16.
Okay. So below 11.
No.
Nope.
That's good.
Okay. Next one.
That's 2.
Below a 12. Below a 12.
Oh, I don't know.
Take a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Oh no.
Good.
Well,
3.
that's a nat 20.
It is an at 20, so keep it.
Okay.
So 33.
Okay. So next.
One second. As I see Arcadian kind of getting,
Yeah, you see him kind of like start to get. So he might even say like,
I'm going
I'm
to.
starting to get tired.
I'm getting real tired, boss.
Fuck me, bud.
I know.
11 hours.
Actually, no, it'd be the same thing. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue, and I'm going to cast Greater Restoration to get rid of the
Level of exhaustion.
The exhaustion.
Beautiful.
I suddenly feel better.
So which DD are we at now?
We're at 14.
Friend.
14. Oh.
Yep.
That's 13.
22.
21.
Okay, level of exhaustion double.
So that's one for me.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I can't help you.
We're on 5.
Can I fly over and notice that you're getting exhausted and I guidance?
16.
Okay, I'll allow for the guidance. We're on 16 right now.
I
Yeah.
got 16.
That's gonna be nice.
18.
It's another one for me.
Okay.
That's scary.
You want guidance?
Yeah. Should we
slap?
should we start
Eagle.
considering resting?
Eagle's
Yeah.
like barely.
I think
Yeah, you can kind of see that the wind is kind of, you can see the eagle, the rise and fall of him
That
as the
movement
wind is hitting against him. You're definitely getting tired.
The wind
that
is
movement
starting to
speed
pick
for
up.
a
Maybe we
second?
should rest.
Or it's
The wind has started to pick up!
Yeah, that's a -10 on my movement.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, we should pull down for a rest.
Okay.
We've gone on hard enough.
Can we see
You traveled for 14 hours straight.
Pretty good. Wow, pretty good tweet. True.
It's a very long time.
Tomorrow.
So 14 hours.
Make me a perception.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like the middle of the night right now.
Well, actually,
Middle of the
Kind of.
dusk.
I did-
dim.
yeah.
I did crawl onto Pebble's chest, and I'm like just basically eyes closed. So
You did say that you wanted to before that happened, so if you want
Well, I think that was hours ago.
I'll even
I'll take
use-
it.
to. Yeah.
My new divinity, my channel divinity, and give myself advantage.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll take it to 27.
Perception checks.
Wait, so we're landing?
Just like it's like in the moments right before you land.
I hear the like ding.
The plane will be landing soon.
Oh, please,
I should probably look out the window.
So 17 plus 15, 30.
The ding is just like a tiny little rock hitting your eye.
32.
Jesus.
Damn,
8.
27.
Far, far, far
Five.
on the horizon. Like I said before, kind of void of color in these lands. You won't find much else other than whites and blues. You see color. You see something, specks of something on the horizon.
Like a day's adventure away kind of thing?
Half days.
Half days.
Another 15 to 20 hours.
Oh, our half day. Of
Sorry.
Travel.
Yeah.
I got you.
Another 15 or 20 hours, you would reach to where they are.
Right.
How far out are they?
Still days away. Days hard ride away.
Well, that would give us time to
Rest.
rest up.
And meet them in the middle tomorrow.
We definitely need to rest.
Yeah, I'm really tired.
Yeah, you two are looking.
You don't take one.
I only took one.
You're kind of all in the air in this moment,
Still
just kind of hovering for a second, as like Atlas perhaps Arcadian even leading the charge as the two military men.
Yeah.
It's probably safe to say that you guys were doing that. Everyone was following behind. As you see these specks on the horizon, perhaps even maybe you stop for a moment. You kind of skid,
Yeah.
hold up your sword or what is it? What do you have again? You change everything.
I do.
You hold up
It
your
is a sword. It's a big sword.
Yeah. Is there anything you say to the group?
We should stop here. They're about a day's ride away. Hard day's ride away. If we rest now, we can meet them after an initial charge. 8-hour day. We should be fine to face them head on with minimal issues.
Should we try to find like a cavern or something?
No, I have that covered.
Okay, perfect.
Let's land here. Take a nap.
Perfect.
I was having a wild
Bring her down.
We were flying. But
We're gonna lose our hero's feast, aren't we?
It takes 24 hours, so probably, yeah.
that's okay.
Well, it's 24 hours, so yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good feast.
It was a fine feast.
You have this covered, so to speak, you said?
Yeah, I kind of give the hammer a twirl and kind of just point it at the vast nothing and turn it like a key. And the Temple of Gods.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I do say you have
This travels.
Does it magically appear, or does it literally you feel the ground tremble beneath you a little bit as
It becomes like
snow cracks?
it's the same temple that we have as the lighthouse, but it's made of ice and snow this time.
Cool. So it actually materializes. It's
Yeah.
not like it's a dimension
No,
door.
yeah. So maybe it really does magically kind of you feel like
The sounds of ice cracking and almost like this Superman's Fortress of Solitude.
That's exactly what I was
Just
thinking. Yeah.
a pillar of ice, and ice comes off, and snow builds the bottom, and in the center is like the same symbol that's in the front of the lighthouse.
cool.
Big S.
That's quite handy.
Soothea.
It means hope on my world.
Nice.
Means hope on this plane.
That will be a fitting place to lay our heads for the night.
Alright.
I got that
Pat on the
bump.
shoulder as we get in and as we walk in.
Are there bunks in here?
Does this have magical barriers against unwanted visitors?
Yeah, only we're allowed to.
It does.
It does?
We're the only ones allowed.
Okay. But it's not like I know it's a physical thing, but it can't be destroyed or something like that. It doesn't have HP
No.
or something like that. Okay.
Well, it says the temple opposes types of creatures when you choose a spell. Choose one or more of the following: Celestials, Elemental, Fey, Fiends, or Undead. You have to choose one or more of the following.
Undead is usually what Fenris's
Yeah.
default is.
Yeah.
It seems as though it would be wise to keep watch, perhaps, and I do not mind volunteering my eyes.
I also don't mind taking a watch as well, or I can watch with you if you want some company.
I would appreciate.
Alright.
I'm gonna really need my sleep, so.
Yeah,
Same
you
here.
are,
I'll take
your
second
eyes
watch.
are
Seems already out of wild shape. The hat finally comes off.
I'm like trying to fan him with my wings, like.
Okay, thank you, darling.
Alright, so you kind of make your way into the Temple of the Gods. Fenris, just before you do, if you can make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, what the fuck?
Same advantage because of spell and magical effect.
You didn't get exhausted. Oh, you weren't fine. Yeah. You and I are good.
This is something else.
22.
Okay. Alright, so you all head into the temple?
I'll head up to
She
the
smiles
top and
nonchalantly.
see if we can find a spot to
Yeah,
where we can
I'll
see
follow and help scare it.
around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would be hard for you to find a way that you could even climb to the top if you wanted to fly. You
Yeah, I
kind of
can
sit
fly.
on
Just
top
sit.
of the temple,
Yeah.
so you have that high advantage.
Just be scanning. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help scan too. I'm like, it feels so weird not being cold in this.
This is how I imagined it. But on the ship, Ooh.
I would be happy to not be on a ship for a long time after that.
Did not mind the waves so much as the brisk air. But this is much nicer.
It definitely is. It's peaceful almost.
This does not remind me of any place I have ever been.
Yeah, there I grew up mostly in the Citadel and, well, the Autumn Court.
The jungles of the Summer Court. You can barely see 5 to 10 feet ahead of you with all the leaves and foliage.
At least there are hiding spots here out in the open.
Very many, actually. We monkeys are quite good at hiding.
I never really had to hide.
Sometimes it is good, but I did not hide there. I preferred the spotlight. As a gifted warrior in our small village, I was greatly revered.
What changed?
Nothing. Other than they were all killed.
Oh,
The village didn't change.
No, just everyone died a horrible, painful death inside of it.
that would do it.
Some bodies have never been recovered.
She's just like there, like,
I believe that it may have been their purpose to give their lives to make me stronger for whatever it is that challenges me in our future. I had spent the last year or so of time fighting against things I did not know about, did not know how to fight, did not know how to find them.
we'll find them. It'll just take time.
That is right. Things will happen the way they are meant to be, and it is not me for determine what could have or should have, but what is what matters. And their deaths, although regrettable, have made me the thing I am today. I believe I bring much good to those around me and try to.
I believe their deaths weren't in vain.
I think that in that moment the scroll might just start unrolling and glowing a little bit.
She just watches it, like, eyes wide, like,
Is he kind of talking about his ancestors and things? I mean, if there's some liberty to be had here.
Absolutely. Maybe even there is like a spectral version of Pulin, Shang.
Grandpa
Grand-
Loco.
Would I be seeing this as well, or?
Roll me an Arcana check.
They're like little orbs that you see, and then they kind of materialize as beings.
Thanks for that check.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I apologize. I had free rainbows.
Dirty 20. Yeah, dirty 20.
Yeah, the scroll begins to unfurl, and you see these like motes, these little tiny little glowing orbs. 3 of them, and they all just kind of appear in front of Roku. As you then hone in to this Arcana, the innate, that DNA strand within, you see the motes stay present, physical in front of you, but then around them, sparkles. You see just faint shimmers, almost like constellations begin to materialize as they show you an image of these 3 simian creatures, one older. You want to describe your
I mean,
friends and grandpa?
yeah, Shang and Poland, I imagine maybe Shang is kind of orange-furred and kind of more wider and broader in face, where Poland might be a bit narrower and darker furred, kind of more of a sternish, almost pillar of a monkey. And then old Roku looks a lot like me, but much older, longer hair, maybe a big long white beard or something like that, like Cranky.
I was just about to say
Cranky Kong.
Totally, I get Cranky Kong vibes from grandpa.
Cranky Kong vibes. You just see the hand on the shoulder, and all kind of like have a little monkey paw and just instinctively kind of like pat it.
I just smile and let him have his moment in peace.
They are with me always.
I see that.
Together we are strong. Much like us 6 are strong together. I admit it has been difficult for me to put trust into all of you. With Pebble being the exception, he has earned much of my trust over the years we have known one another. But I do not know the others and yourself as well, and
As we're strangers to you.
I do not follow tabloids and information that is dispersed widely. So as your names are known to me, your persons are not.
Everything about me is out in the open.
But I do not believe that to be so, Astoria. I believe there is much in you that even you do not see.
Probably.
Not probably. You have so much power within you. But it is not that which defines you, and I believe others seek to define you by that power. It should be you to prove that false. I know this from experience. My character was defined by my actions in combat, and it took me many years of peace to learn that I could do other things.
I suppose. I guess just when you're brought up to be one thing and that's all you know. This journey is... I guess it's bringing things to light that I never really thought about.
This journey will change us all.
I believe it already is.
I believe that too.
We'll make it through. Soothea believes in us. We have to believe in ourselves as well. Otherwise, what's the point?
It's not us or her that I am worried about, but the shadows.
Shadows have always existed.
And always they must.
Balance. We must keep it in balance.
That is our job.
One step at a time.
One step.
We just gotta.
You put your paw and you pat. Stare off into the blank white.
Keep an eye out in the direction that Atlas.
Roku, your hair is inexplicable.
Is it?
No, I just mean you're still like.
Probably.
Yeah, the whole time.
And then
Twice
just like
or so.
randomly,
Trying
I'm
to take it
just sitting there. I'm like,
seriously,
okay, do you have a brush?
Let me brush you.
There are no brushes here. There is only tundra and snow.
It's fine. That's fine.
We have freshly baked Pomeranian.
Totally, that's what I
It's
imagine.
all froed out.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Yeah. We just stare at.
Okay, perception checks. There you go.
Okay, come on. I don't know where my butterfly dice
We
is.
have our own bedroom soon.
Sure. I don't think so.
One long
One
day.
big room.
I have a pedestal with a pillow on it that I sleep on.
I mean, we can grant that.
I'd say that there's also some pews, since it's kind of a temple.
I thought
Oh,
you said pew.
I thought I heard pubes first. Wait,
It's kind of my bachelor
I'll
pad,
wait
you
for
know.
context.
I usually close my clothes when I walk around here.
Oh, that's
couple of pubes, wait for it.
It says the temple's interior is an open space with an altar or idol at the end. You decide whether the temple is illuminated and whether that illumination. Blah. Oh, it smells of burning incense always. Have fun
great.
sleeping in that.
We're used to it.
They're real heavy.
They're real heavy here. I might just drift away.
Perception checks.
17.
17.
Oh, wow, okay. You see those little specks on the horizon, unsure of whether they are moving or not, but you're keeping your eye on them.
Okay.
Is there a second watch happening? Okay. Are you going to bed? Is this an 8 hours, 4 hours? What are you doing?
We'll wake Atlas up. 4, I guess?
4?
Yeah, I'd say I'd do
I'll
4.
use 4.
So I'll still need 8 hours of sleep. But it's
And I will, yeah.
You'll begin a trance?
Yeah.
I'll get up as well.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of hear them like coming, like you kind of hear as you're jumping off of like the pillars to get your way down. You kind of open the door as quietly as possible, but the two military men, their ears just go. And they
Fenris is
perk up.
always early to rise as well.
Very true. So before you go for your watch, Astoria, as you step into, or you begin that trance, the thoughts of your conversation with Roku kind of sitting with you on the shadow and how it must always exist in order to keep the balance in the world. You begin to kind of ruminate on the shadow that you've encountered so far in the journey with these friends. And you think back on that initial vision that you had of that dark entity coming through literally multiple stabbings through Soothea before her body tumbled to the ground as this large entity sat on the throne. Your thoughts swirling of shadow. If you could, make me a history check. Yes, even in your trance state, I'd like to see if it will come to you. As trance
What
is
is
a
it,
reminder.
history?
History.
18.
There we go.
Yeah, 18.
Trance isn't like, you can't dream, right? During a trance, you can't also be like interacted with dream. People can get into your dreams. Trance is you're kind of going through memories
Right.
during that time, and it's like the memories of your ancestors. But as you're trancing and ruminating on these thoughts, you remember a defining moment for you in your history, the moment where you were granted Soothea's gift and what cost it had. You suddenly have this vision of your monastery, of the rest of the order of the autumnal court that you were a part of once upon a time, as you were being raised through the sisterhood, essentially. You suddenly have this flash, this vivid memory of that time and the massacre that took place in this monastery. There are two things that appear clear to you as you have this memory. 3. The first, the dead bodies of your sisters slain around you, blood everywhere. The other 2, black feathers and you see flying through the hallways, the exposed hallways, when there's the arches, essentially, so your sisters would walk through. You can see flying through these hallways what looks to be fast-moving daggers, but they glow pink.
Okay. I feel like I wake and I sweat after that. I'm just this is real.
You can see the black feathers falling as you just see these blades, these pink blades being flung through the air as these black feathers just fall on the dead bodies of your sisters. Alright, second watch.
Alright. Come on, old dog.
Arcadian lifts his head.
Another old dog. Practicing dog.
Good. Let's work out.
Thanks, Daddy.
Yeah. Exactly. Thanks, Daddy. Thanks, Daddy. Okay. Alright, so you two, where are you taking your watch? Are you kind of doing the same thing, trying to climb up to the top, like the cool kids do? Or are you sitting on the front stoops of the temple?
Probably the front.
I do front stoops, yeah. We're not about that. We've got enough eagle vision between the two of us to...
You both kind of sit down, you like the heavy armor, as you both just, yeah.
Yeah, stoop in. Settle in for 4 hours of watch.
Mm-hmm.
So where's your head at?
Right now, just focusing on the next thing. Right now it's these orcs marching towards this town.
And then?
I try not to think about them then. But I am calmer than the last time we talked about such things.
Good to hear. You kind of went off the deep end.
I did. My world had been turned upside down.
Is that something that we have to worry about?
I'm coming to the grips that I know how to fly. I can deal with some ups and downs.
But if you fly too high, the air gets thinner.
It does. That's why we train.
But if you keep going higher, your training might not always be there for you. You gotta keep your wits about you.
I do. I'm not as seasoned as some of the other generals. I'm more of a hard-headed.
Never,
I'm
maybe.
aware. Never. I still don't my keep, Ferris.
I don't dispute that.
But yes, some believe so. And I
Why
feel
look
a
at me?
You're a Nepo baby too.
I'm more so headstrong to prove them wrong, even though in doing so it's probably proving them right.
You're not wrong in that case.
Yeah.
So, what should the next steps be to possibly find Titus?
I would search to the ends of the known realms for him. Do you have any leads? My knowledge in this is seek, find, rescue. But you and your arcane.
The problem is, you say seek, find, rescue. I've seen seek, find. I've not seen a lot of rescue.
We heard death. He's not there.
I've seen what dashed hope brings you.
I know. And I'm trying to refrain from getting
If
too
I-
caught up in it.
If I had ways that might fail, should I bring them to you? Should I?
I am prepared to bring my father back as he was, as he is now, or as he should be remembered.
That doesn't answer my question. My question was, if I have a way that I might be able to, do I bring it to you in fear of unleashing the dragon that was at the lighthouse? I will not sacrifice our people for your war.
I'm aware. I'm aware. I will not lead others into my damnation.
I don't even want to see you lead yourself into that damnation.
That is not your right to stop me. But we can begin with trust, Fenris.
I do trust you because of who you are. But you are very emotional. You are very hot-headed. You are very, like you said, unseasoned. And in some cases that is needed. What should be done. But I've seen rage in you that is scary.
I cannot say other than I will learn to control it, and that is for you to decide when you can. You can trust that I have control of it. I cannot promise that I won't react a certain way if something were to come. I can't.
I respect that. Because I do have a possible way.
You do.
When we were at Drifthold, I've did some research on another spell.
All right.
Another very powerful magic that might be able to, if he is on another plane of existence, to bring him to me.
All right. Whatever you need.
I just need to do it.
There's no gold sourcing or...
Nothing that disappears that I don't already have.
All right. What to expect, whatever comes out of this portal?
It brings, according to my readings, if they are on another plane, it brings them directly to me. No other person know. I know their name. I say their name. They come to me.
Right.
So if I cast it and he is on another plane,
You will come.
he should come directly to when I cast it. If he doesn't, and he is still alive,
And he's on
it
this
means
plane.
that he's on this plane, which means two possibilities of trying to find him in a Fey Needle stack, or possibly going to another plane and casting it again.
Okay.
But I'm telling you this as trust.
I'm
If
biting my tongue.
if this doesn't work,
I won't scorch the earth.
okay. We'll deal with these orcs first.
I've had enough ups and downs. I'm trying to be logical. I need to kill something.
That's not what I want to hear. That's the opposite.
It's the most
Fight
logical thing
something,
he
or
said.
maim them or something. It's fine. I do enjoy a good row every now and then as well, Fenris. I know you do.
Yes, but not.
Right. Wise old Fenris. See anything up there?
I only see 50% vision.
Right. I'll squint.
So-
Found shit.
I'm actually surprised you gave up on it so quickly. I could do it now.
We should wait.
Right. It's been tortured this long. What's a little bit more torture?
Right? Plus, he could be completely.
I want him to see me ready. And it's been a long day.
Fucking guys.
He's like,
Every second is agony.
Yeah, he's fine.
If only my son would save me.
Almost.
I'm sure he's doing everything he can. Yeah, it's tomorrow morning.
That's
I'm a little sleepy right now.
Tomorrow's
Okay.
problem.
When I've slept enough.
Don't want him to see me with dark
I
spots on my
recall
eyes.
doing shady things when everybody else was asleep and everybody
how is
gave
this
me.
shady? How this is not the same as opening a handbook?
It was great.
It's a portal to some place.
What if his mind is twisted?
I wouldn't even-
Exactly.
But what do you consider?
Have you learned
It's not a portal.
lesson 5?
It's not a portal, so think of
Had a
Gate a
good
little.
talk with Fenris.
Think of Gate a little bit differently though.
Okay.
It's not a portal to another place. It is literally a door. You open a door, that door would appear in front of that person would walk through that door.
One might say
Okay.
a gate.
Shut oh, I thought you were saying a portal.
Hey.
Alright.
Right.
Perception checks from the both of you.
Ooh, not good.
22.
When I close.
Yeah. One eye closed, the other one's eye patched.
You fall asleep.
What about perception?
Correct.
9.
Oh wow, yeah. All this talk about Titus has got you twitchy, so you're you can see that the colored specks on the horizon do begin they are moving. They are advancing.
Right.
Alright, so that 4 hours passes
Right.
as we usher in
The new day.
a bit kind of.
It's a
like
new bit. Yes, it is.
kind of it's like still not first light yet. The dim is still happening. It is a little bit dark. So kind of imagine that like night sky, not so dark, but a canopy of dim.
Starting to break.
Okay.
Kind of like
Starting to-
dusky looking.
Exactly, especially in the winter court, you can kind of see that. All right, so you guys are beginning to kind of wake up after your rest.
We lose a point of
We will lose one
exhaustion.
point of exhaustion. Yeah.
Oh, we no longer have our feast. Yeah, feast.
Well, yeah, the point of exhaustion, you no longer have your feast. And the one, if you took multiple, only one is gone.
Oh, did you have more than one?
Yeah.
Oh, could I have used Greater Restoration before the?
Yeah. For the long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody.
I thought you only had the one.
Any sign of those orcs?
We're still heading our way.
Alright, can we make it in one day?
I'll take another peer.
Yeah, for sure.
See where they're at after our 4 hours watch. 31.
Jesus H. Yeah.
Give it a
Yeah, one has an okay.
It's a little Hawkeye at us.
and every time I do it, the hawk cries out.
About 10 hours.
10 hours away?
Yeah.
Good reason. You can make it.
We do 10 hours.
Alright.
Right. Mount up. Your breakfast first. Fine.
Well, that would take an hour.
Oh.
I have some rations. Actually, do it.
I do.
Yum.
I've had my fair
usually
share.
eat, but if I must.
I don't know if I actually. I think I do.
I feel like an adventurous package, you do.
She doesn't like rations.
Okay, Davina.
What is the grass?
No, rations made her ill. Because she was pregnant.
Theoretically, can
Oh, Haley, I got rations
Astoria
for
is
days.
just.
we can go big.
High brow.
She's a princess.
You didn't even have to eat.
I just had this image of like you standing next to Kieran and he's just like chawing on turkey, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, just another day.
and you're like, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, oh, there's so much good food in front of us.
Nothing beats good can of jerky.
Can of jerky.
Military rations.
Like tobacco
Oh, but a
chew.
cold one.
Put it right back in the gums.
Yeah.
Don't think I have rations.
Okay,
You should. You would eat beef.
you're gonna eat. You begin to do your daily
Eat
rituals. Maybe there's a bit of Tai Chi in the morning as you kind of gather yourselves and begin to fly? Question mark.
Yes.
All right. Who's on what and who's where?
Same.
Same.
Same setup.
Same thing.
And you're an eagle.
Leading.
Okay, so an extended charge of wild shape.
Jump.
Excuse me. How long
Actually,
are you traveling?
before we take off, I'm going to
Cascade.
cast
Understood.
Bless on Arcadian Pebble.
Only lasts a minute.
Is it a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. No, I thought
Sorry.
it was. Yeah, I thought it was longer.
I don't want you to have to use a spell slot.
Yeah.
For that, so.
So I'll just continue to guidance.
Actually, if we do take, if they're 10 hours away, we take an hour to have breakfast, then they're 9 hours away. And
They're
we can
moving.
get there.
Yeah, they're coming
his-
towards us,
His running flight time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Do
it.
you want to use a spell slot for another feast?
I don't mind doing that.
Feast.
Well,
It's like, wait.
Well, I was like, how do I get the best food?
How do I get it?
It's 10 minutes to cast
Yeah.
and an hour to eat.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
1 hour long banana.
Cool. So less travel time.
Yeah, less travel
So
time.
I'll cast Hero's Feast again.
It's a win-win.
Marvelous. Yeah.
What's our bonus?
Bonus.
Perhaps we can talk more about the idea you proposed to me. Thanks.
We all hear
We
listening.
should also probably not go right up to them, but land and allow them.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15. Nice. Okay.
Almost the last.
15.
Very nice.
roll in their attacks.
Quite nice, quite nice.
Yes.
For 2d10, is it? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I rolled a 10 and a 5.
That's very good, yeah.
Good job.
Good dog.
I'm still down in most of my potions.
58.
Yeah.
The same.
Do you still have the one I gave you though? Did you drink that?
No, I didn't drink it. It was a.
Superior.
Oh, yeah, your potions haven't recharged yet.
No.
We'll just erase.
All I've got left are the graters. So
I haven't used
All
any of
except for-
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gave him
I
one.
don't use that one.
Yeah.
I've already had.
On top of.
I'm happy that that
you.
mechanic is working out like I wanted it to. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be like kind of poopy. It's like, oh, you come back there immediately.
No, it's
like,
working
no,
perfect.
you're like out.
We're out.
And about.
Yeah.
Doing stuff.
It
And
should be
about.
there, but it's like, okay. But it's not.
But it's like, I want to
It's
go
not
home and
endless
recharge
supply.
my potions.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we have healing, so
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
if we didn't, then that would be a different story.
Yeah, we're good.
I have healing.
Lots of
I got
So do I.
So over the course.
I'm not
But you don't depend on her for it.
Yeah, don't depend on me. I have it.
That's your mistake.
That's what I was saying. I have healing.
It literally is like a little kid.
I don't have healing for you.
Davina was the same.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that was hilarious.
It was. Yeah, it was fun.
Tim died inside. Okay, so over the course of this hour, is there anything you want to be talking about? Pebble did just mention maybe we shouldn't go straight to them.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Kind of like lay low in a tree line and watch them.
Would you like
For a
to
moment.
lead the diplomacy?
Yeah, I can say hi. Not to the orcs, only to the giant.
Of course.
See what they want.
Cedar, you mentioned like watching from the tree line?
Yeah, you know, like
There was
see what they're up to.
scattered
Oh.
trees and tundra around. Like,
And set ourselves up in a position where they're going to come into our setup,
Yeah.
maybe?
Right.
Even if we do this diplomatically, might as well have some sort of advantage
Advantage?
over it.
Some of us can be in the woods while others are the diplomatic force.
I will stay with Pebble as
You can understand what the orcs are saying at least.
yes.
Yeah, that'd be useful.
Bingo.
Should they get aggressive, I will simply kill them all.
I like that tactic.
Sounds good.
If need be.
If
Simply.
need be.
We'll keep an eye on the situation as
depends
well
on
and
the reason
provide
for
reinforcements if needed.
But ideally, learn.
I could be a general.
You do have what it takes.
what, like it's hard?
What? Like it's hard?
Yes, 100%. Legally
How
blind.
did you get into law school?
Militarily blind.
What?
Yeah.
What,
G.I.
like
Jane.
her?
G.I.
Okay, so over the course of this hour, you feel your bellies. You feel that
Beautiful.
that hero's feast fill you in more than one way.
Oh.
As you begin, okay, that's gone down.
I mean,
As you begin, I know I said it.
You did say it.
As you begin to head towards this vanguard.
Alright.
So we're gonna go 8 hours and then wait. Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's
So
what
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
have
do.
to take
Alright.
any excess.
Yeah, no
Checks.
rules for traveling past that, no problem. You
Excellent.
still feel that like beat of wind, but no cold hits you.
Because of the first light.
As you approach the vanguard, everyone can roll me perception checks if they would like.
Yes.
I was
Not
worse.
good.
I was-
Not good.
My
Oh, there it is.
Excuse me.
35.
Thank God
Oh my
for
God.
general.
Nat 20.
28.
25.
9.
24.
La 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 la.
Eagle eyes.
So sorry,
Let's go.
I was looking for something.
35.
9.
28.
28.
24.
25.
Cedar?
28.
Oh, I see.
I was saying is, yeah.
I see.
Distracted.
So everyone except for Astoria,
She's still kind of thinking of that.
distracted by the
visions.
the memory.
Yeah,
It's not even visions.
a memory, yeah.
It was a memory. That was a memory. You saw that. Okay. You see the approaching vanguard. Same numbers as you can't really determine how many, but a small group you see towering over them. There is a large frost giant that accompanies them. But really, what catches your eye as you move closer to the orcs is the storm that follows them in the distance. You see a never-ending,
Maelstrom.
maelstrom. It's not just snow. You see that there is thunder rolling inside of it. You see it cracks. This like bright blue, and then another this like golden color. Another one, pink, purple. All the colors of the Feywild crack within this fury of clouds and snow. You can like hear the blizzard beyond them as it begins to howl as you get closer. You know that that is the storm, the perpetual storm that guards the entrance to Ice Reach. But Pebble, something is wrong.
wrong or just different?
Different.
I've never seen this lightning before.
No.
Hmm.
And it's perhaps even more chaotic than you would give that storm credit for.
I've never seen a storm like that before.
What is wrong, Pebble?
Well, can't you see the lightning and the blizzard of ice reach?
That is not supposed to be as terrifying as it is.
It's supposed to be slightly less terrifying.
Well, that ain't good.
What does this mean?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. Usually storms, as powerful and malevolent as they are, they bring me a little piece of comfort. It's something I can understand. This, though, this is something different.
This is angry.
This is not good if it's heading for Driftwood.
Perhaps these giant will have some insights.
Maybe they want their hammer back.
That won't happen.
Is the storm still quite far behind them?
Yes, it is.
But we can see
It-
it, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Can I make a hypothesis that might not be all that great? We did leave a book of very evil up there.
So,
Sky Garden.
I thought that was never mind, sorry. I thought that was the same thing.
Oh, good.
Different place. Good thing to know.
That's definitely in the back of my mind somewhere.
I thought they were one and the same.
Book of unmentionable evil we just left in their temple.
Probably destroyed.
Just
These
get
things
it
could not be
better.
related at all.
No. Can't be.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, this doesn't bode well.
Have you been into the storm before?
Yeah. Not looking like that. Looked more like your usual blizzard of an unimaginable size.
Of course.
Naturally. BRUSs. Naturally.
Bruce.
As you recall, you own an Ishkrik, which is the magical horn crafted by the frost giants to part the storm.
Sick.
Right.
Just as a reminder.
That was a bit
Get
set
that
up.
horn
How
out.
did you guys deal with this last time?
Didn't look like that.
I don't know what's waiting for us in there.
We don't. So the storm's ahead
I was
of
good.
the troop, right? Or no?
No, behind.
Okay, it's
Behind.
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still like
You
what?
see it far on the horizon.
I'll have it like ready at the head.
Well,
Oh, the Ishrik. The
let's deal with
Ishrik.
the problem ahead of us. Deal with these little orky boys first, and the big fella.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the plan is.
Well, let's sit down and wait then.
All right, so you're having this conversation like this. Does it normally look like that? As the wind is like howling around you.
Use your stone!
Right. So you begin your descent. Okay, I'll allow you to like place your minis on this little board here. Where you'd like to go? Where you'd like to be?
Minis and
Drinking me.
not so many.
Are we splitting the crew there?
Get a beverage.
Me
You thirsty?
and the Fenris.
Not even get that far.
Oh, okay.
Here's what I will say for you.
Okay.
As you
Okay.
as you kind of settle yourselves into your positions on the battlefield, or on the rather in the snow tundra, you're here, and the orcs are coming from the TV side.
Well, then I'm going to be a little closer to where the orcs are coming from. We're going to be like, well, maybe not all the way at the front, so that
I'm gonna be hanging like in a tree or something.
yeah.
Or close to a tree.
That's a good spot. Cool.
The pincer maneuver.
I live.
Maybe I'll be like down
Stratagem.
Falling behind.
All right. You see a slow, steady procession cutting across the tundra. Dark figures against the white, like blood on snow. The vanguard is moving towards you. Not charging, not scouting, just advancing. The line is wide, it's not in any rush, and utterly silent. No drums, no howls. You just hear the dull thud of boots pressing against the frozen earth. You see the warriors piece together rusted steel and beast hide, furs and scavenged bones, long cloaks kind of rippling behind them. You also see among them, towering above them all, a frost giant, an ancient warrior of ice and stone. His form is massive, draped in a patchwork cloak of drake scales and wolf pelts. There is a hood pulled low over a face. Pebble. The air kind of blows the hood back for a moment. You know this man. This is Kael'thar Frostward, the giant who helped you get Thundercrusher.
No.
We're on good terms.
Yeah.
Boy,
But something is
this is great.
wrong with him. You see the pale blue of his skin is marbled with veins of sick violet. You see them glowing as if they're trapped underneath ice. His eyes burn with a hollow green light that flickers unnaturally. As you take note, you see that the orcs, too, wear this skin. Purple veins, even different colors. You can see the yellows and the pinks coursing throughout them. The same colors that you saw thunder rolling in the distance. Something is wrong. But that's for next session.
Oh, my boy!
Oh,